Well, the new Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature expansion pack releases very soon, but unfortunately, even more bugs are now emerging from the base game update. So here are the top trending bugs that are under investigation by the team, so you know what's going on. Now, of course, I did cover the Sims 4 base game update, but I only mentioned a bug or two, and unfortunately, I have to tell you that more and more bugs are being reported by the day. Of course, this absolutely will not cover every single Sims 4 bug, trust me, that is a ton. But if you do want me to cover more Sims 4 bugs in the future, definitely let me know. I know these videos aren't really very exciting, but I do think it's important to raise awareness, especially because sometimes people don't know if something's actually a bug, if it's only happening to them, and also if it is actually a vanilla bug or it could be a result of mods or CC. And unfortunately, all these bugs do appear to be happening regardless of mods or CC, so let's get started. Now, the first few trending bugs, honestly, I've already covered, but just as a reminder, lots of people are struggling with the ability to drag things to the trash or to the sink for multiple objects. And if you own businesses and hobbies, chances are your whiteboard is not working. For some people, for businesses and hobbies, the whiteboard is even vanishing and can't be placed whatsoever. And also, people are having trouble taking pregnancy tests. Some people are able to get to work if they tried in a different room, such as the bathroom, or if they simply go back into their household, so I have no idea why that is happening. Another curious glitch that is happening, of course, is Sims and pets turning pitch black when they have tattoos. It does appear this is linked to custom tattoos, and it does seem pretty widespread. Something I was not aware of, though, is also there are invisible mermaid tails. This is really interesting to me because when I covered the Enchanted by Nature reviews, I noted that some simmers were having invisible fairy wings. It seems to me there's a lot of weird things going on visually, and I don't know if they are connected, but just want to note that. This person also, for what it's worth, is saying they are getting more frequent game crashes, which is definitely concerning, and they also said no mods or CC in their game ever. Next up, yet another visual glitch is eyelashes. Now, I do know we did get some new eyelash colors, so I'm assuming something went wrong there, but what's happening for some simmers is when their sim smiles, the eyelashes no longer fit properly. And in that base game update, we also got new glass walls, which I think are fantastic. However, it does appear there was some sort of oversight. Seems like the greenhouse roofs from other packs like Greenhouse Haven and Life and Death don't show up. Now, getting into live/live mode, however you choose to say it, from Get to Work, and I assume even though this is popping up with this update that this is not new, Sims leave jobs in school after another sim travels. As this person explains, in my household, I have a sim who goes to work and two who go to school before the detective career starts. Since the latest update, whenever I click join to go to work, it brings everyone who went to work or school home for the day at 9 a.m. Sims time. However, for this bug alone, there is some advice, and it does sound like it's a recurring bug, which is unfortunate because we know have many things like that in Sims 4. The advice for this bug is that Sims coming home early is usually a symptom of several causes. That always worries me because that's what also they say about major bugs like corruption issues. They said, do you have the last exception files in your documents folder? Delete the ones you have, trigger the error again, and check if new ones are created. If this is the case, please copy and paste the content here. And unfortunately, that is not the end of trouble with careers in Sims 4. Right now, people are having trouble getting promotions. This person is not getting any promotions, but getting raises instead. Sim joined the painter career, promoted as normal until level 6, where we have to choose a career path. After this, absolutely no more promotions, just earning a raise. I tried with multiple careers and it still occurs. While another simmer plays on Mac with no mods other than Cast CC. One of their sims in the entertainer career won't get any promotions, only raises, and also interestingly, this is at level 6. Not sure what's happening with level 6, not sure why this is occurring, and this simmer is getting constant raises infinitely, but they still can't progress. What's interesting here though is this is not level 6, this is they cannot get to level 10. And as I stated before, unfortunately so many bugs in Sims 4 just keep popping back up. I'm reminded of gardening, but also this one right here with high school years. It's back, this bug. After the patch, I took my 2 teen sims to active high school, except only one of them got their task to complete. I selected both sims to follow, but this still happened. I'm gonna be real with you, it feels like it has never worked to send more than one sim at once response to high school. I don't know why this is, but it seems to always create problems. Sadly, I think high school years is still pretty much a buggy mess, and I would proceed with caution. And certainly, make no mistake, I am glad to see new updates in terms of bug fixes, and I think there were some positive changes. But unfortunately, some of these positive changes come at a price. This person notes that they were really happy to see some of the UI fixed, so they went ahead and started a new save and went straight to the household in Copperdale. They selected to follow all 3 teens to school, but once again, only one sim got the task. Unfortunately, we're not done with career problems yet. This is yet another trending one, and this one needs more info and more people to report it. I'm not super mad about it, but my sim went from a scientist level 2 to 7 in one shift. It helped because I was low on funds, but it seems so much like cheating. And speaking of cheating, some console players, especially on PlayStation, have their cheats menu getting stuck. Every time I'm finished typing in a cheat, the bar to type it gets stuck, so they can't click on anything to do and they have to close the game. This was on PS5 specifically. I don't know if this is only for PlayStation or also Xbox or other players. I actually haven't tried cheats recently, so I probably should do that. But as a whole, I just feel sorry for console players, and what I mean by that is, I feel like there are so many different issues that occur on console and the team is extra slow to address them, and I just really hate to see that. And since we're on the topic of console really quickly, I am breaking my rule here because technically this did not come with the last patch, but people are still struggling with this. Game preferences keep resetting, and it impacts things like audio volume, SDX drops, and stick control directions. And I know this is all over the place, but there's another issue of high school years that is popping up, and that's prom still not taking place despite showing on the calendar. After the last update, the patch notes did mention they were going to fix that. Well, the good news is prom is now showing up on the calendar, but the issue is it's still not happening. And honestly, ever since high school years released, prom has also been a problem. Rounding all this up, the last one I caught was something that feels more like an oversight, honestly. With the last patch, we got plants to add on roofs, which I think is great, but unfortunately, a lot of plants are not compatible. And so I do think this is an oversight, and hopefully they will make more options available. Overall, there are so many more bugs I could talk about. I just wanted to talk about some of the trending bugs right now. That doesn't mean there aren't other issues associated with the update. And unfortunately, as I was scrolling through the bug forums, I still saw people reporting on gardening issues, and that is definitely concerning for this expansion pack, as I have said before. Nonetheless, I'm not doing this just to be doom and gloom and say that everything's bad, but I am doing this to raise awareness, to let you know these are bugs and you can report them if you so choose. As always, thanks so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.